outside of the U.S. sphere of influence, and that sucks.
You know, the other thing is, I'm talking about Pete Hexon. Because
let me just say this real quick. If I find out, Grant, this shit is true, I'm sorry. That's a fuck up on Trump's part. I mean, I've been cheerleading for this strategy for the last fucking 4 weeks. We get concessions, or I'm fucking pissed, Grant. I'm sorry. That's the way negotiations. That's the way negotiations work. You raise the stakes, you change the game, and you clean the table. If we're not cleaning the table and they're coming to clean our table, that's a fucking problem, Grant. And I'm sorry, like, maybe we're in the middle of it, and maybe he has something up his sleeve that we don't know about. But if we walk away from this negotiation based off of what Scald is saying, and we get no concessions from China, we do have fucking egg on our face, and it's not going to be pretty it's not going to look good for the future. It wouldn't portend well for future economic negotiations with the U.S. if they can just punk us like some bitches, and then we just like acquiesce to demands. Grant, you're talking about brand awareness. I know about brand awareness. Probably not as well as you do, but you know, I'm a straight shooter. And
if you did, you would have never changed your name from Snarky Puppy or whatever.
I'm still snarky.
Snarky Puppy. That was
I gotta be honest, like
the dumbest marketing move I've ever seen.
If it's got you talking about it, so maybe it must be doing something for marketing. All right. Now, if there's some sort of light at the end of this tunnel, Jonathan, if Trump figures out a way to turn this around and create what Grant is talking about, create some perceived value or some perceived upper hand that China think they have, and then he comes in and gives them the impression that they're walking away with something when they're really not, then I say the man is a genius. But I think it's yet to be seen. I'm interested to learn what's the finality of it. Do we sit down with China? And if we do sit down with China, what are the outcomes? Do we end up getting a benefit out of this or no?
Does he get any credit for making the power moves at all? Like at all? I think it was interesting to hear the comment that he's already lost.
Not if we get power bottomed.
But give me 1 second, TC, because here's the thing. I just heard somebody say that he lost the narrative. And to me, I feel like he's writing this narrative. And at some point, like you're saying, if we get this, then great. If we don't, then he was a failure. I mean, he's making the move, though. That's just where I'm coming from.
You never get credit if you lose.
Right, Diana. Yeah. Right. The game is not over. We're probably not even in the first quarter of the game. They're still at the table, and they're negotiating, guys. The negotiations is going on, okay? You cannot just have, in negotiations, for people to stay interested in the game, they have to believe they can win it. You can't just trounce on the other side and just leave the table. What are you talking about?
Well, and Grant, do you prefer, and I wish Gold was here because I was going to ask him, because he kind of slighted his commentary during the Dateline. Do you prefer to know, like, the play-by-play? I enjoy it. I enjoy that he's engaging people. Whether or not it's going to backfire, I guess we'll see. Jonathan, obviously, with his facial expressions, completely disagrees. But I love the play-by-play, right? Why not? We're in an era where we're not going to go backwards on how viral it is to participate in government. I'm sorry, I don't think that's going to happen. This is what we get. And the more that we participate and the more that we engage this way, I think everybody becomes part of the narrative. I'm still rooting for him. Nothing is showing this doom and gloom that we keep reporting. Respectfully, back to you.
But since when in negotiations do you show your whole hand? Since when?
And since when do they say we're going to start? Since when do they say we're going to start off with low-level talks and then it should go on through the summer? And, you know, pretty much everything they've said signifies that we lost. Everything